Hello everyone, this is Crota coming at you, giving you game 2 now in a series between Fly and Yumiko. Fly spawning as the blue orc on the top right hand side of Melting Valley. There we go. Meanwhile, Yumiko spawning as the red human on the bottom left. Game number 1, Yumiko tried to play the short game, but ended up just a bit short, unable to really put down the pressure that he needed to in order to shut down Yumiko. Yumiko able to defend after taking down a number of peasants and attacking the ground. In addition to attacking the towers, it ended up working out very, very well. I don't know if Yumiko actually watches my cast, but I do remember telling people, hey, attack the ground. You can actually do a bit more damage. You can get a little bit of experience. All of those peasant kills definitely added to the Blade Master and the Shadow Hunter. Now, secondly, one of the things that I wanted to mention is I am going to miss stuff in these games and in these casts just because, well, I'm a one-man crew. Professional casters, professional events are now run by about 4 to 5 people just in terms of the production of the event. You have your producers, you have your casters, and you also have your cameramen, and that's just all in the game. So normally your casters, there's 2 of them so that each other can, build ideas off of each other, can spot things that the other misses. Cameraman is also a 3rd set of eyes that he's just constantly scanning, and he's making sure that he's giving a good overall view of what is happening in the game, not having to shake the camera around or do things like that a normal caster may have to jump around. The cameraman actually makes everything a bit smoother for you. And I unfortunately am a one-man team, and with that, I can't do everything that I want to do in a cast to make it as professional and as polished, but I hope you guys enjoy this anyways, as we're now at the 2-minute mark. Mountain King using Militia to creep out this Ice Troll Warlord creep camp. A quick stun on the Ice Troll Warlord does remove much of the damage that he would deal, and then once that happens, he can pretty much guarantee that the Blade Master will not come nearby. Alright, Potion of Greater Healing, very, very useful item on that Mountain King, as the Blade Master may try and swoop in for a couple of easy shots. We can see a Troll Shadow Priest was picked up, going to be used more for the healing than the Abolish Magic, compared to the human mirror matches that we saw just a little while ago. Alright, are we going to get a bash or a bolt? It doesn't look like it. Fly is actually getting caught behind his own units there. As you can see, the footman now doing a little bit of chase on Fly. Fly should be able to get away with that unit, as the Mountain King now clearing up this 3-1-1 creep camp as well. Meanwhile, Blade Master heading over to the Goblin Merchant shop, gonna pick up that Circuit of Nobility. Already has double healing salves and a speed scroll, so he's going to be able to get around pretty easily. Pendant of Energy, a beautiful item for Fly, and that will be especially useful on that Shadow Hunter, since that Shadow Hunter does cast a lot of spells. Between your healing wave and your hexes, mana does go through that Shadow Hunter pretty quickly, and one of the benefits of the Pendant of Energy is that you transfer it off to your second hero, or you put it on the ground, you let your Clarity Potion do its work, and then you pick it back up, and effectively that Clarity Potion healed or recovered more mana. A very, very useful items as well, just to have more mana into an upcoming fight. Alright, Blade Master off over here. Troll Berserker up. Is he going to turn around and try and get a shot off onto the Blade Master there? Mountain King might be coming around to try and save, and that's exactly what we're going to be looking at, as the Mountain King comes in over here. Alright, Blade Master now coming through. Mountain King right there. He does pick up Dust of Appearance, and is he going to throw off a Stormbolt? That is the big question. I would have thought he would have thrown a Stormbolt off onto the Grunt there for the kill, and instead he gets an easy bash there, and the Blade Master is just going to run away. No real reason to Stormbolt the Blade Master, as a surround will never work on a wind-walking Blade Master unless you somehow surround them in farms during a fight, which I have yet to see. So yeah, I still haven't seen everything that could possibly happen in my, I guess, years now, my 5th or 6th year of casting WarCraft 3. Blade Master now coming across here, gonna go ahead and Dust of Appearance. There is the Stormbolt. Blade Master is just gonna go, you know what, I'm just gonna walk away. I'm gonna do what I do best, as the Militia are now clearing out the Ice Troll Trapper creep camps. High Troll Priest now gonna take a little bit of damage here. Footmen fighting back, and the Militia are pretty much just doing whatever they want to do. And oh, this could be bad. Blade Master gets taken down, and wow. The damage was just so much higher than I thought, and the Mountain King looked like he was ready to throw a Stormbolt. Instead, he ended up not throwing one at all. Claws of Attack +6, beautiful item for that Mountain King, and Yumiko is definitely set up to go into the mid-game. Now, the big question is, what is Yumiko's follow-up plan going to be? This is the awkward stage for human players because they want to be able to creep, they want to build that main hero up, but at the same time they need to stay close enough to their expansion to protect it. Blade Master is already going to be resurrected up here, but it is going to end up delaying that Shadow Hunter. The Stronghold, as you can see, was already up for quite some time, as you can tell by the Spirit Lodge and the Bestiary timings, as we're now looking at the Mountain King finishing off this creep camp here. Dust of Appearance makes sure that the Blade Master excuse me, is not nearby. And now you see, what item was... I thought an item was dropped. Maybe it was just a Rune of the Watcher and a Tome. Not 100% sure there. 270 mana. Definitely was not an Intelligence Tome. Could have been a Strength Tome. I don't remember all of the stats on all of the characters. And that would actually be an encyclopedia of WarCraft 3 information. And I've tried not to do that since my days of playing. Alright. Mountain King. Footman. Double Troll, double Troll Shadow Priest, 1 Troll Berserker. You can see the Scout farm down over here, using that extra gold from this Town Hall very, very well. And we're going to start to see not as much of a tech difference as opposed to an army size difference. That is the main reason why you have that expansion there. You're able to hire up mercenaries, which do cost a little bit more than your average unit, but you don't have to pay those pay in terms of time and upgrade costs for that tech to tier 2 just quite yet. Speaking of teching the tier 2, Yumiko now teching the tier 2 here. Fly sitting at 40 over 40, and it looks like Fly is just going to have a very, very comfortable time sitting at level 2. I think he's going to build as many units as he can, get those Spirit Walkers, get those Raiders out as quickly as possible, and then move out. What I am surprised about, though, is that we're not actually seeing Wind Riders. I don't see a Blacksmith down over here, and one of the biggest weaknesses of human players is if they're not going massive towers and they don't have an Archmage with Water Elementals, they don't have an easy way of dealing with Wind Riders. I guess the Troll Berserker would be the best choice there, and with the number of units that you see on the ground, they could easily handle 1 to 2 Wind Riders. But once the Forest Troll Berserker and the Shadow Priest are taken out, they do have relatively low hit points. Things do get rather dicey rather quickly. Alright, Troll Berserker now attempting to take down some of these key buildings. Shadow Hunter purposely staying in the back here, as we can see that the Blade Master is not taking that arcane damage. Alright, there's the Scroll of Town Portal. All the units are running away. Blade Master is still right there, and you can see a bit of damage. 1 Footman getting caught out in the wrong side of... Oh wait, what the heck? There you go. Leaving 11 hit point Footman. No, not on my watch. As you can see, the Grunt now healing back up, and we're looking at Fly trying to figure out what his follow-up strategy is going to be. Alright, actually aggroing the Ogre Lords right next to his opponent's base. That's a bit of a daring move there, as the Ogre Lord now ensnared. The Ogre Lord, once it gets to half-life, generally stops attacking as it tries to move back, but it is going to be ensnared. Shadow Hunter now sitting at level 2. Blade Master is still off over here, and the Blade Master now sitting at level 3. Shadow Hunter sitting at level 2. That might be enough of a hero advantage, just in case, just in terms of numbers and cooperativity synergy between that Blade Master and that Shadow Hunter, with that Hex, the Healing Wave, and all of that Spirit Link. But I do believe that the longer this game goes, the better it is going to be for Yumiko, as especially the Blade Master, very low on hit points, forced to use a Potion of Healing already, now trying to engage and take down a Mountain King. Mountain King has his own Potion of Healing. You can see the damage is being added up there. It looks like the Potion of Healing now used. Mountain King still has that Potion of Mana and should be able to throw off another Stormbolt, getting in those those Thunderclaps as well to slow things up. Alright, there is another Thunderclap. Now the Zeppelin picks up a unit, and the Mountain King may get dropped off in the back there to try and throw some more Storm Bolts. All right, there's another Storm Bolt there. It looks like another Grunt taken down. And as many units as Fly has lost, the Mountain King didn't really gain that much experience. Those hard-hitting, fast-shooting guard towers actually took much of the experience that would have been had. However, Fly is not going to recover nearly as quickly. 41 over 50 compared to 46 over 48. The gold discrepancy is just going to become too much. And as that gold discrepancy starts to flow in Yumiko's flavor, I do believe that Fly is not going to have a large enough army to really deal with what he's looking at here. All right, there's that shockwave. And so deadly, that shockwave there. Shadowhunter needs to get to level 3 for that healing wave there. And you have to be very careful if you're Fly. Shockwave not going towards that one low hit point raider. That was actually very, very important. As you see another Book of the Dead now being dropped. One of the best consumable items in the game, as we're going to be looking at an Ogre Baller. I believe Healthstone also drops from that location as well. Shadowhunter now perhaps needs to get a Clarity Potion, heal back up, but with the earlier destruction of that Voodoo Lounge, that Shadowhunter is left to his own smarts, so to speak, to try and get more mana. Back off, Archmage sitting at level 1, grabbing Brilliance Aura. That is a surprise, as normally the Blood Mage is a better support hero. The Archmage getting Brilliance Aura, he's just going to be a walking mana fountain, but it does allow Yumiko to get, I guess, casters now. One of the biggest weaknesses of the human Mountain King opening is that you just have a lower level Archmage or no Archmage at all, and then your casters don't have enough for slow and dispel and heal. All right, Mountain King coming quickly over here, gonna go after this. There's a Thunderclap taking down one peasant already, taking one peon, 2 peons already taken out. Raiders now trying to make their way over. It looks like the Scroll of Town Portal now being used instead. It looks like the Troll Shadow Priest will get taken down. There it goes, Staff of Teleport, or Scroll of Town Portal, heading all the way back, as the Mountain King now needs to go back and lick his wounds. 49 over 78. Mountain King slowly genning up some mana back. You can see Claws of Attack +6 given to that Archmage already. Mountain King looking very, very strong. That Potion of Lesser Invulnerability will allow him to kind of overcommit to those fights. And you saw that he did get Thunderclap, so if he does get surrounded, doing that Thunderclap not only deals a good amount of damage, there's a lot of damage mitigation there as well. Blade Master now having that double scroll of healing, in addition to the healing wave of the Shadowhunter, and the Shadowhunter also using a Clarity Potion to get more mana, should be able to keep this spirit-linked army alive, at least for a little while longer. However, as Yumiko gets into the 60 and eventually 70 supply range, you're going to see him now jump into that range, as he is sitting on about 700 gold and can still train up more units. And as he jumps into that range, the fight is the damage output of the Orc army is just not going to be high enough, and especially with the damage mitigation and the healing of coming in from those priests. All right, a 5-3-3 creep camp now getting cleared out. Archmage is going to get to level 2 here. Water elementals are in the works, as the Archmage should clear or get to level 3 after the one more Null Assassin, or is it going to be 2? Yeah, one more Null Assassin gets it to level 3, as we're now looking at the Raiders. Blade Master now coming over here. If he can actually find and take down that Archmage, that would be a huge, huge deal, as a level 4 Blade Master does have level 2 Windwalk and level 2 Critical Strike. Fly now looking to offset his economic losses by setting up an expansion of his own, as the Blade Master now using Windwalk in order to get away. You can see Watcher Ward down over here, Militia now being called over, and are the Militia going to be spotted? That is the question. All right, also the priests also have adept training, so this is going to go from bad to worse in just a moment. As if the Book of the Dead is used, it will pretty much be an instantaneous feed of experience to Yumiko. Yumiko now setting up a scout tower here, that ivory tower with that rune of, or that Watcher Ward, or arcane, well, you know what it is. It's the ability for guard towers to be able to spot cloaked units there. Fly now in a little bit of trouble. Is he going to be able to thunder, or is he going to thunder or thunderclap and try and slow things up? The blizzard dealing a lot of damage here. Peasants, there's the Book of the Dead. Where is that dispel? Oh, all the units are now purposely moving in different directions. So the archers moved one way, and the ground units moved a different way there. And you can see that the Blade Master now trying to head back over here. There is another dispel magic, and that is pretty much what happened there. Archmage now seen at level 2. Mountain King seen at 4. Blade Master trying to hold off this attack here, but the Blizzard is just going to get 2 shots in off of all of these highly grouped units. There goes another guard tower here. Blade Master continuing this pushback. Troll Shadow Priest now trying to run back as well. There are 2 guard towers off to the side here. 75 over 84. And yes, he does have a place to retreat to. That is the big point, as Yumiko now tries to go after the Archmage. Archmage looks like it does get taken down. Mountain King sitting at level 4, and is it going to be able to get to level 5 is the big question here. Go after some of those lower hit point units. There's a high hit point grunt. Oh, there is a thunderclap dealing so much damage. However, a scroll of healing quickly offsets that. Potion of mana, potion of invulnerability. No kill on any of those low hit point grunts, as the casters are now trying to retreat back once more. Wind Rider now being added as well. Supply count 55 over 84. Mountain King gets taken down, and Fly takes down Yumiko in game number 2. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed game 2. Please stay tuned for game number 3.